Today's live stream is brought to us by another great channel out there, Old Man King Homestead. Here's a channel y'all want to check out, especially if you like chickens. Always entertaining, so check them out.
Just, oops.
Morning Gatorade.
Hello.
We don't drink coffee in the desert. We drink Gatorade in the mornings.
I still have to have my coffee.
I ain't had coffee since you've been gone.
That's your problem.
I ain't got the desire for it anymore. Get over here to chat. Now that I found it.
Okay.
Howdy, folks. Happy, what is this, Tuesday? Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wow, I'm a day behind.
You're always behind. What else is new?
Howdy, Rose. Oh, went tin camping. Nice. Oh, bad storms. Yeah, we don't like storms.
Yeah, they're apparently some went through last night here, and it looks like more's coming from Illinois right now. So I'm watching the weather, and there he goes. I don't know what happened to him.
No, neither. David Potterfield and Fred's. Howdy. I gotta get back over there now. Van Girl Cheryl, howdy. CRV first member and neighbor up in here. Howdy. First one improving around. Larry Bozeman, howdy. And I think Justin and Christina's RV van life. Howdy. And
I think you caught up. Excuse me.
I'm caught up on the chat. Nice. And apparently the dog says hello.
Yep, she's coming. Watch her. She struts.
Oh boy, it's gonna be hot back here where you're at.
It downpoured last night. Right now I got the little icon on the PC that says 75. Now it says 77. Heavy rain.
Keeping up with Colorado. Howdy.
But I haven't seen. Apparently, it rained really hard last night. But watching the radar, according to it right now, we're supposed to be in rain, so it's coming. Oh, it says 32 minutes. My bad. But the high today is 80. The humidity is what's got me in trouble. It's 68%.
The monsoons are starting to ramp up in Arizona here. Flagstaff's getting them today. Tucson area is supposed to get them today. Phoenix area. Nothing on this side of the state. But we are under an excessive heat warning.
That's nice, Justin and Christina.
And currently at 10 o'clock this morning, it's 100 degrees. I went outside last night at about 11 o'clock to check up on the generator. It was still 102 degrees last night.
Wow.
Yeah. Air conditioner stayed. It didn't even kick off the compressor at all last night. So it stayed pretty warm all night long. But the high today, 111. It's not bad. When you first get out here in this, it would probably be bad for you.
Yeah.
Going from what you're going to here.
Yeah.
Depending on whether it's hot when you leave there. And you're kind of used to that. But when you're in it for as long as we have been now, you get used to it. You don't want to stay out in the sun very long.
No.
You do get used to
the shade. You're all right. Usually.
Yeah. And here's the 14-day forecast for Quartzsite. 118 is forecast. Yeah. 118 over the weekend.
Yeah. Oh, your 60% dropped to 30% now. Rain.
Yeah. What day was that?
Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday. I told Joni I thought it was Thursday.
The 25th. Not this Tuesday coming up. Hey, cousin Carmen. Love you too.
Oh, that's at night, dear. It's 20% during the day. There's two different percentages on that.
Really?
Yeah,
Where?
the dark.
Oh, I never noticed that.
I never noticed that either until you started talking about that.
It's 20% straight through, though.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be in the hundreds late at night on the first part of the week too, because them 90s in the first part of the week. That means it's 100 for a while in the first part of the nighttime. Probably well into like 1 in the morning.
Okay.
There's cousin Karma over on Facebook. Yeah. Okay. I gotta get caught up here on chat. I think I'm missing something. Justin says what? So we finally bought some solar. Number of panels 170 watt with a 40 amp MPP solar controller. Nice. And get caught up here. 170 for a total of 510. Very nice, very nice. Desert Adventures in Arizona. Howdy, howdy. And our member sneaking in here so nobody can see him. Thought he'd sneak in here. Breathing problem. Out here, it's a whole lot easier because the low humidity, virtually no humidity.
Yeah, it don't bother me out there. The
They
heat
told
or no
me
humidity.
Becky almost died from breathing problems, I don't know, 8 years ago.
2008.
Wow,
It was right
2008?
after. No, 2007. It was shortly after Mom passed, right between Mom and Dad's passing.
It's
Remember?
been that long?
Yeah. Hey, Naj, another member up in here.
Well, she was laying in a hospital bed and had us breathing stuff all hooked to her. She was out, passed out. And the doctor then looked at me and says, "Do you want your wife to live?" And, I said, "Well, of course." And he said, "Get her to Arizona as soon as you can."
We
Apparently
didn't.
it took longer than I thought. I thought it was like just a few years before we had took off.
No, it's 2007. Remember, I was where it take. My mom and dad passed a month and a day apart. So, with my mom, we had hospice, but hospice wasn't seeing them 24 hours. It was us kids and my uncle helping take care of my mom. My dad had Alzheimer's, so he couldn't help. But I was more worried about taking care of my mom at the time than taking care of myself. And I also had a doctor just said, "Oh, you've got asthma. Here, you need one of these emergency inhalers." That was it. That's all he told me about it. It was right after Thanksgiving, I think I went. Because right after I got out, I went to see my dad because my dad ended up in the hospital and then passed. So it was right between those two.
Jasper, move your head. Hold on, I gotta move Jasper. He won't let Lulu up.
Yep. Well, when we come back to Indiana the first time with the rig, I ended up a week in the hospital too from being in Indiana. And I had to have the mask and all that on for like a day. But, yeah, I'm still kicking it. Yeah, my older cousin, lives out in Arizona, not too far from Stephen Oakey, has COPD on top of asthma. The last time she came back to Indiana, it was for her funeral, and they had to hurry up and get her back to Arizona. Roy Lynn, remember?
Yeah.
She almost died in Indiana with her COPD. I'm watching the
Over
cats.
Miami, howdy, howdy.
Over Miami.
Yeah, it makes a difference. You can tell the difference in Becky when we get back out here. It's made a huge difference.
Yeah, because if we're back in Indiana, this one here doesn't hardly sleep at night because of my breathing.
89. The ham started rising again. Yeah, it was over 100 when I went out late last night. Still. That's kind of weird. Standing in the dark, and it feels like there's a hairdryer hitting you in the face. I mean, I have never experienced heat like that at night. It was weird. Nomadic Rat Pack, howdy howdy. James L. Catney's working and listening on the house. Wire and generate up, power goes out in winter. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah. Solar's working good. I ran for 6 hours yesterday on it with no issues. 4 o'clock rolled around and started losing the solar again. There's like a weird haze off the horizon. You can really see it when the sun goes down.
Well, hopefully Tim's feeling better. You get his generator tweaked?
Yeah, he looked good yesterday when I went over there.
Okay.
He had the generator, got that going. He had truck issues. What issue did not have? Let's put it that way. Yesterday. You name it, it happened yesterday. It's easier to just name the issues that he didn't have yesterday. Okay. Oh my gosh. 4, what? 1, 2, 3 trips to Parker, I think it was. Hey, Tim, the next thing to do is take the spark arrestor out. I forgot to tell you that. Mine's still in. This generator here runs with it. The other 2, I had to take it out. Front door, track back together to fill the party. Oh, geez. That'd be easier to name the issues you did have yesterday. RV was the biggest one. That gave me the most issues, I think.
Yep. Christina's got fibromyalgia. The heat does her body wonders too.
I'm Justin. I got steel rods in my back.
Yeah.
I got those in 2005, wasn't it, dear?
No.
2003. August of 2003. And my back had started going out in 99. So from 99 all the way to 2023, up to about a month and a half ago, I had pain all the time. It was not real bad. It used to be before I had the surgery, but I always had pain. Ever since this warmth rolled in here, that pain went away. My back makes me feel like Superman now, and I got to be very careful with it.
Yeah, you got the regulator replaced now. It has a leaky hose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's the 3rd trip to Parker. It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. Yep.
I believe it would be, Rose. I mean,
even up in northern Arizona, I don't breathe bad.
I am having a brain fart.
It ain't nothing new.
I can see him, but I can't remember the name. And he's my favorite character in Tombstone.
Doc Holliday?
Doc Holliday. He had to come out here because he had was it TB?
Yeah, tuberculosis.
There is a park here, Celia's Garden.
Yeah.
And it's about a little girl that her family had to move from Canada, if I remember right.
Yep, because of her health.
Because of her breathing and health issues, and they brought her here to Quartzsite, and it really improved. There's a big story about her over there.
Tina the Outsider. She was born early for one, so that affected her immune system, but the doctors up in Canada, I can't remember where the young lady's from, but he told her to get her out of there into warmer climates.
Yeah. Hey, there's Tina the Outsider.
So they ended up bringing her down to Quartzsite. So she did good there, and then she ended up getting a bacterial infection in her lungs, and she died in her
No,
mom's
heart.
arms.
It was a heart
Heart. There's
Yeah,
a bacterial infection
in her
of
heart.
some sort, but she got to live to what, 7 or 8? Where if she would have stayed up in Canada, she probably wouldn't have made it that long. Mission
Yeah,
came up.
Tim had a very busy day yesterday.
I could see that.
That's why I said it was just easier to list the issues that he didn't have yesterday.
Yeah.
But all's well now. The only thing, you just got to get that hose replaced.
Did he get his ignition fixed on the truck?
As far as I know, if I read that right.
All right, so the bushings were worn out.
Well, maybe not. Maybe the way I'm reading that, not yet.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours. That's usually how it always goes.
Well, let me check. Yeah, solar's doing really, really good. Really good. I was on an hour early today. I was kind of waiting for the shadow of the rig to get off of them. The way they're wired, they'll work with shade on them. But once I put 3 of them in parallel, one panel gets a little shade on it. It shuts all those down in parallel. That's going to be the bad part about having parallel.
No, truck is not fixed, but he has the parts. Well, at least you got the parts. That's part of the fixing.
And that's the thing too. You got any work to do? You basically got to do it at night here. And last night was hot.
Yeah. Gosh, I remember that it was, gosh, a couple years before we took
series,
off.
Yeah, series, yeah, the other 3, yeah, that's right.
But it started out, I think our refrigerator quit, got it replaced. Our electric stove quit because the house has electric stove. It quit, got it replaced. And then another appliance quit. It was like boom, 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 remember? It was like, great. But I think that was before we realized we were having power surges. Hey, Going Green Mom. What you looking for now? He's...
Justin, I don't know if you've seen this, but this is the new toy. Getting ready to get installed. But with this monster, it's 100 amp EP ever, 150 volt solar controller. I got to put 3 in series, 3 in parallel. According to Santan, this will hold it. That's what we're waiting to do. But we got to rip everything out of that solar closet and totally redo it, other than the batteries.
Did you ever make it to BCM yet?
No. Oh, it's too hot. By the time it cools off, which it didn't yesterday, they're closed. So I'm going to try to get up there in the morning.
All right. Yeah, we didn't realize, though, hey, Travel Emergency, that we knew something was going on because Roy would watch the lights in the neighborhood, the utility lights, pulse. And we're thinking that's what killed a couple of the appliances. Because it was shortly after that they put that, what do you call it, meter to watch what was going on. It didn't even make it the 48 hours or what week they said it needed to be on. They were back out the following day. Switch, getting ready to put new wires up and transistors and all that stuff going on.
I wish I could hurry up and get this one on, though, because I can use the extra solar controllers for the 2 190 watts and the 148 volt 250 watts, which I need to find a home for. I need to find a home for the 190 watt too. The other one I'm just going to pitch. It's shattered. It still works, but it's shattered.
Yeah.
Then that's it. I'm going to stick with the 250s. So every time we get over to Phoenix, pick up a panel or 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever we get.
I think we need batteries.
Well, batteries are definitely next. Whatever parts we need for the solar, yes. But batteries are definitely next. I'm really looking at them Dr. Preparers very, very hard now. $250 for what we need. for now, that'll work.
There we go. I don't know if they can see that. Probably not. That's coming.
1980s, 87 Ford van in the 90s. We had a couple minivans. We had a Dodge minivan and a Ford Aerostar.
I missed my Ford. It was a nice van. What I really missed, though, is my Expedition, though. The White Buffalo. I really missed that. That was a nice.
There was one of them for sale here in Quartzsite.
Yeah.
And it was white, too.
Yeah, but if you don't have it where the pedals move up, I don't want it.
I think they all do, dear.
Yeah, my Expedition, you hit a button and the pedals would come up. That was sweet. So then I didn't have to mess with the seat for tall guy to come in behind me. Huh.
Yep. And me getting caught up on chat.
Right. I'll be right back.
Yeah, if we used to hook everything up, it'd be 2,230 watts running. Right now we got 1,500 because I took the solar controllers that are in there. I pulled all of the ones below 250 off and put two 250s on one, two 250s on another, two 250s on another. That gave us 1,500. And then it was good. I mean, very good, but it wasn't quite there. Surprisingly, when I put the 100 watts Harbor Freight on there, that's what did the trick. We were able to run a lot longer. So we're just over our threshold now of the wattage that we need to run. So now I got to get the extra wattage on there, and then we'll have no worries until a cloud moves in or the sun goes away. Cruising is fun anytime. Howdy, howdy. PSV Odyssey, howdy, howdy. Scattered thunder showers for the rest of the week, end of the week, except for today. Ooch. We haven't seen rain for months now here. It looks pretty cloudy over your way, I noticed this morning, Desert Adventures in Arizona. And I seen you were supposed to get some monsoons today, too, on the radar. We kind of get attached to our vehicles, too. About every one of them. They end up with names, every one of them. We've named our vehicles ever since we've been married. What's everyone's temps today? I don't mean to scare you, but we are under an excessive heat warning. Of course, it is a desert. I don't think that's going to get lifted until mid-October sometime. But currently at 10:25 this morning, actually, hold on a minute. I want to see if it's went up a degree or two. What's current temperature in Quartzsite right now? No, don't give me excessive heat warning. Temperature in Quartzsite. 102 degrees right now. So we went up 2 degrees since the start of this live stream because it was 100. Today's high, 111. And then the 14-day is kind of looks a little scary. Friday, Saturday, well, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh, then we cool off for a little bit. But it is the desert. And like I was telling Becky, you're out here in this, you get used to it. 80 in Central Oregon. We had sprinklers on the way. Sprinkles, not sprinklers. On the way home from the chiropractor. 300 excessive heat advisory warning here in Missouri today. This heat bubble, I was reading what I've come across the Google. You know, when you scroll too far on your phone and you get to Google News, I did that. And the first story was this excessive heat bubble that is parked over southwest Arizona is supposed to start moving today, maybe tomorrow. I think it was today. But by that, it didn't look like it was moving by the 14-day forecast. Sometime it's supposed to start moving. But it's supposed to head to Montana.
Ew.
'72, mostly cloudy today. I thought I seen where it was going to be 90 there today where you are. I think.
No.
No?
Where I'm at, well, she's a little bit further north than me, but it says the high today is 80. 80 today, honey. High today is 80. Thunderstorm.
80?
Yeah.
I thought the app said 90. Maybe it did say 80 and I thought it was a 90.
Yeah.
Well, stay over there, Luke.
Nope.
No. Get your food right over there. Right over there. Fancy mancy.
Yeah, it's only supposed to hit 80 today, but the humidity's up. He saw my hair this morning when we were talking before live. It's like I slicked it down a little bit, but it was all frizz head today, big time. So I knew the humidity was up.
Oh yeah, now we're climbing. The sun's getting higher up there. I'm starting to climb now, so I can do a little editing today on the solar. Mm-hmm.
What are you editing?
I got to do the member sponsor stuff and everything.
Yeah.
I've kind of been busy and well recouping, but my hip feels. I think my hip's back to normal. Yesterday I couldn't. No. Did I go get gas yesterday? What was the day before?
I don't know.
Might have been the day before. I think it was the day before. But I couldn't carry 2 gas jugs yet, and I couldn't carry the gas jug on my left side. Reset M, howdy, howdy. I think I said that right. And then today, when I lifted the gas jug up on the rack to fill the generator up, I didn't feel any hip pain at all. So I think I'm back to normal. I'm normal again.
He's never normal. Don't let him fool you. Ever.
Yep, it's up to 102 already.
What was the highest? We made it 104.
Yeah, Steve needs a hoodie. It's 99.
Oh.
I could tell you what. I start putting a hoodie on at 70. I think if it was to hit 80 here, I'd probably put a hoodie on.
Probably would. I wouldn't yet.
Because I'm so used to it being hot now. 80 would probably feel very cold. Arizona has done that to me. It gets below 70 degrees and I got to have a hoodie. I'm looking for sleeves then. I'm cold. They were laughing at me back in Indiana for that.
Yeah.
What do we see? Miserable without AC. We know a few out here that are doing it without AC. We got a car camper right up here, but I don't know if the car has AC or not. But I got a lot of respect for the ones out here doing it with no AC.
Yeah.
If it was not for these dogs, I could do it. I'd be miserable, but I could do it. The dogs are the main reason that there's AC here. And Becky's asthma. But we really didn't need it for comfort. We haven't ran our AC for comfort basically, well, until we got into the hot desert part, and that was very, very
We
seldom.
ran it one day in Kelly Canyon because of the humidity for me, remember?
Yeah.
Right before the storms, I was having problems breathing, so he kicked it on for me, not the dogs that time. But no, most of the time it's for the pups. Because well, a lot of times they'd be in the AC and we'd be sitting outside under the awning, you know. It wasn't bad for us, but it was hard on them because they got all that hair. So.
Yep, tomorrow's Thursday. I'm probably going to shoot tonight,
Yep.
the video.
We got to run our thank you.
Oh, yeah. We got to thank the members. And we'll be right back right after this.
Slow down, mama. Why you talk so mean? Good Lord, Nashville, it ain't what it seems. Got nice clothes, late night shows, boogie down at the bar. Fiddle tunes and homemade blues, but it always goes too far. Shooting pool, crack a jack, take off now and don't look back, but hey, don't you wanna play? Hold on, sugar, why you look so...
I had to turn it down.
I have not.
No, it was blaring again.
Is it back to blaring? Because there's
is
a
on my
very low
end.
possibility that it could be when I updated all the names on it. I may not have saved that volume when I changed it the other time. So it may be back to that. So if it's blaring, let me know in the chat.
Yeah, to me it's blaring. It might not be on their end.
Because we had that issue before where, I mean, poor Catherine Cook, she had to rip her headphones out of her.
Yeah.
But that one day I was over there helping
eyes
women,
up.
and you were doing a live and you played that. She said, "Oh, I gotta hurry up and get these out. Your guys' commercial's loud."
Yep.
I hate the heat. I'm a bit nervous about not having AC when we hit the road in Boondock. You got an onboard generator?
I don't remember if they do.
Sue, I don't remember. I don't remember if you have one. I think you have one, but I don't remember if you have one. Because instead of running that inefficient rooftop, not too loud, okay. You know, you go to Walmart and you get one of these Medias that run on low wattage, 5,000, 6,000, and 8,000 BTU. Go with the 8,000.
If the window can hold it.
If you got a window that it'll fit in, and even if that, you know how to operate a saw and work with wood. You make you a wood that fits in your window, your passenger or driver's window, where you can flip it around, use it in either window. Put the air conditioner in that while you're parked, and you can run it on your onboard generator. Save a little gas doing that because it's smaller, more efficient. These things have soft starts in them.
Yeah.
Mostly now when our generator's running, if it's running to run, this window unit's running and not the rooftop. Of course, yesterday and probably today, about 4 o'clock, when I have to shut the solar down and fire the generator up, I'm going to fire that rooftop up too.
Yeah.
I did yesterday. Fearless Rambler, howdy.
He feels privileged because he can do both now.
Man, it about makes it snow in here.
No, I don't like it like that.
Yeah,
I used to, but not anymore.
Kind of loud compared to the 2100 watt Furman we had with our last rig. Furman, good generator. That's what Joni's running down there now.
Yeah.
Yes, but isn't it against the rules to run generator all the time?
There's nobody there.
Depending on where you're at. The LTVA, at this time of year, nobody cares if you have to run your generator all night because 9 out of 10 times, somebody else is because of the temperatures at night. They're not going to say anything to you.
Now,
they could because of the rules, but they won't because of the temperatures.
BLM land, it's just common courtesy to shut them down after by 10.
There are no rules on the BLM land.
No,
You can
but
run your
it's
generator
common
all night long.
courtesy.
But it's courtesy, though, not to park by people if you're going to run your generator all night long. And if people park by you and you were there first and you're running your generator and they moan and complain about it, too bad, so sad. Tell them to turn the key, move. You were there first. But yeah, it depends on where you camp. Yeah, no one's going to walk up to you in these temps and say, "Hey, it's 10 o'clock. Turn your generator off." And that there's only maybe 10 people in this LTV, 10 campers in this.
Yeah, there ain't very many people out there.
Catherine Cook, howdy.
But like the BLM, like I said, it's a courtesy thing more than anything.
Yep, that was me, Catherine. Ashley Ratliff, howdy. I was telling you how you had to pull the headphones. You used to have to pull the headphones out when the commercial would come on.
Yeah, because Roy about deaf in your 4 ears. Now, I do admit, when I was on the train, remember when I could catch the lives when I had internet on the phone? I would have to turn my phone almost all the way down when he would hit the commercials. And I didn't even think at that time to even mention that he was deafening people. I just thought it was me.
Now, back to the generators. When you go into a national forest, there's a whole different set of rules for generators in the national forest. They've got to be no louder than 50 dBs. So no construction generators. They will ticket you for it. Though people do it all the time.
Yeah, we had one do it by us.
Spark arrestor must be in them. You get caught without a spark arrestor in them, it's a ticket.
Yeah, they can actually look at your generator to make sure.
There's no rules as far as time as turning them off at night or nothing, but they can't be around any vegetation within so many feet. There's different. It's always good when you go into a national forest, a boondock.
Read your rules.
You're going to use your generator. Check the rules of that forest, because you could find yourself with a pretty hefty fine if you don't do it right. Homer Cook, howdy.
Are you caught up now?
Hope your refrigerator's not doing well. Life of Lucretia, another member. Howdy. I think we have an own in National Park. Yeah.
Check the rules. I think it's per rules. Yeah, they have quiet time too, but just check their rules. It probably varies there too.
And a lot of times in National Park, if you got that American Beautiful pass, you get half price anyway. You at least get electric.
Some of them.
Most of them, yeah.
Not all have that.
Huh?
Not all of them have. Some of them are just strictly boondocking.
But know your rules for going in. And their BLM is pretty good. They give you a brochure. And it did say no generators after 10, but hey, My doggies need this generator at night. And the other night, it goes pretty warm. Last night would have been one of those nights. It was pretty uncomfortable. Took me a while to get to sleep. That was a couple weeks ago. Last night would have been one of those nights. But I also, after the sun went down, this was my true test. Sun went down, I shut the generator off. I ran this window unit on 150 amp hour batteries for an hour. So that's a battery pill of how many batteries will it take to run all night long when we start buying the lithium. So at 150, so I'm going to say 200 amp hours an hour. So I don't know, 200 amp hours an hour. If you go 10 hours, 2,000.
This stuff's over my head. Sorry, guys. That's why I'm not answering.
2,000 amp hours to get through the night. That's going to be a lot of batteries.
Yeah. Yeah, that's over my head. Don't ask me to compute that stuff. But yeah. Feeding your face. What are you having, Catherine?
Back up, Lou. Come over here then and lay down. Come on. Come on.
She's wanting her spot. You're in her spot. Aw.
All right,
She's
come on.
trying to get Roy to move off the bench so she can have it all to herself.
No, or she wants one of them other things. Come on, Lou. Over here. Lou. Come on.
Says, okay, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. See, now, I usually work where Roy's at doing my cross stitch, and she will lay right there, put her head in my lap, and she will lay with me while I'm working on my cross stitch, won't she, Roy? Moose, on the other hand, feels he has to chew on my threads. I don't know why.
Of course, mine's lead acid too, so I'm not getting the efficiency out of them either. But I was curious. No sun whatsoever. That's how long it lasted. An hour.
All right, Troy.
Have a good day, medic rat pack. All right. You comfy now?
She's thinking about it.
What? Just look at her like, get that off me. That look.
She's a happy girl. She's happy. The boys should be happy too. Oh,
yeah, I got a fan blowing it off that way.
Now wait, what about your little solar controller? What'd you have to do to it?
That little fan that I got out of that abandoned tent, I put that on that little China solar controller because apparently they don't have this kind of heat in China.
Yeah.
That thing, I looked in there and the screen was flashing on me and it was like trying to kick on and off. I said, oh, you poor little feller. I'll go get you a fan. So I put a fan on it and it's been fine ever since. But this is...
Hey, Ron Darrell.
This is the solar controller that I'm talking about. And of course, I'm not going to be using this one very long. It was just a temporary fix, but I got 500
probably use it out in the outdoor like the clam thing.
I got 500 watts going through it.
Remember? You said maybe something for the clam?
Yeah, probably, until we don't need it anymore. It just gets bumped down the line.
Oh, yeah. Lulu is a daddy's girl. Big time. She was supposed to be my dog, and you see the one I ended up with, the grumpy one. Jasper's
hurry up, get back here. You're going to lose him, too.
Yeah, but I know when I come back, forget having privacy in the bathroom. It isn't going to exist with the boys.
He does.
Remember?
That. You know why they do that, right?
No.
Because we follow them around outside and watch them go to the
bathroom.
I
read that.
So he thinks it's normal for him to do that.
All right, Eva, you have a great day. But yeah.
Good day, Eva.
Moose has always been one that's been in. If I go in the bathroom, he has to go in with me. But now, Jasper, in the last 2 years started that. They have to follow me.
Right in front of the air conditioner.
Right and follow me right to the bathroom. Well, the problem is, the bathroom in the rig isn't big enough. And if I don't latch the door just right, Jasper now knows how to open that door to sit there and watch me go to the bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah. Lulu now reaches in there with her paw and can open the door now.
Yeah, so there is no privacy. It's just like having kids all over again.
If the door's left open a little bit, she's figured out now that she can get it and pull it back.
Me and Moose can fit in the bathroom all right. If Jasper comes in, I can't move. But a lot of times,
unless Moose is standing on the toilet and Lulu's in the bathtub. Or Jasper's in the bathtub. Yeah, because Lulu's smaller than Jasper, so she could be on the floor. Moose would have to be on the toilet. Jasper would have to be at the bathtub, and then you'd have to stand up against the bathtub or the sink.
But Moose has done it since we brought him home. Followed me to the bathroom. The only place he would not follow me was down in the basement to do laundry. Remember? He would stand at the top of the stairs and cry. Yep.
When you come back, the world will not exist again for like a week.
Yeah, I won't be able to do anything. I have to be right there.
They have to go to the bathroom. That's because we follow them around outside and watch them go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
so they all think it's normal. They got to follow us.
Yeah.
Ain't that
Moose
right,
is
Chris?
Moose is a very clingy dog.
No, come on, go
Out of the three, he's the clingy one.
over there.
And I think it's because he almost died out in the winter. So he's a tad bit more clingier than the bigger ones, but
Go.
that's okay.
I got it.
But it's funny at bedtime watching Roy try to get into bed and
Over here.
him not wanting Roy to crawl in bed. It's a war zone for those
Hello,
guys.
Nettie, living free zip code. That's another member. Howdy, howdy.
Hun dear.
They got a live coming up too. Don't forget that.
That's
It'll probably be
Friday,
on
honey.
the panel. What?
Friday.
This Friday, right?
Yeah, 14th.
Go. Come on. Lulu says it's Lulu time. It's Lulu time. Go.
Yep.
You're not going to listen, are you? No?
No, she never listens to you.
What? I know. Go
Don't get her going.
What? Stop. Go over there.
See, he's got her going.
No.
Lulabelle.
Hey. Yeah, he just took a piece of your food because you're over here watching it. I know.
Yeah, I really do. I think it's because when we found Moose, he was dying pretty much. Between the elements and then all the worms he had. You know, I'm the one that got him to eat, got the first dewormer down him before the vet got a hold of him. And like I said, we still had to take him 2 more trips to get rid of the worms through his vet's medicine.
I gotta go get her crack. Yeah, I know.
You forgot it?
I think I did. Yeah.
You don't forget. Yeah, Mount Nettie will be live this Friday. I'm not sure of the time. I didn't write it down. I know I got a link. Yeah. Hold on. Nettie could probably tell you faster than I can the actual time. 7 p.m. Central Time. I got 7 Central. But yep. Yeah. Oh, she's still barking at him. Listen to him. But forgot what we. Yeah, out of the 3, Moose is the most clingiest. Jasper hates it. Like, even though Roy was in the rig with him, he hated it when I left. He would freak out. He would still bark. Roy could be right there in the rig with him before we had the car out there and we had to take the rig into the stores. He would flip out even though Roy was in there with him. Lita could care less. You know, she'll lay down and take a nap. The boys, they hate it when I would leave.
Hey, CRV, it's going to show 5 for us because we're in mountain time.
Yeah, you're on California time right now, right? Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah,
I got
that's our
7
time.
Central. Yeah, okay.
Well, to show whatever time you have your device set for.
Yeah. I don't have my device set for no time right now.
I think it's probably time to switch the laptop from Central Time to whatever time it is here.
Then you'll be having it mixed up on when you're supposed to do your days.
What days? What are you talking about?
Daily stuff.
What daily stuff?
The lives, Roy, Monday through Friday.
Just schedule it for the time it's going to be, and it'll be right. Come here. Give me this.
He'll have it messed up.
Come here, Lee. Get over there.
I know you will. You'll have it messed up.
There.
We already know that's coming.
Because sometimes I forget that, and I'll schedule it for 10 o'clock on this laptop when it should have been scheduled for noon, or I'll do it with the premiere for the raid parade,
Yeah.
or the Saturday. I'll forget that this is on Central Time, and it throws everything off. Okay.
Are you positive now?
No, not really. And I don't think Lulu is either.
She don't know what she wants today. Other
Yeah,
than to torment you. Alright. Let's see. I got a headache.
Is that going to be an every week thing? Oh, with Melnetti every other week, I think, or something like that?
I think it's every other. Nettie
And
can
Rhonda's
answer.
supposed to do the off weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Going Green Mountain was the one who usually catches it when I got the time screwed up. Like, oops, hey, Moose, come on. You have yours down there. Right there, down there. See, look, it's right there. There, going. There you go, go.
Problems.
Yes, they don't know what they want.
They want to see you jump around. Oh.
Yeah, I know that. Her tail is brutal sometimes.
Mhm.
Jasper, he can clean a whole table off in one swipe, though.
Yeah, there was no such thing as having anything on the coffee tables or the end tables because Jasper's butt would just swish. Gone.
Yeah.
I mean, even the big heavy lamps we had, he would send them flying with his tail and his booty. So yeah, couldn't have anything, any kind of pretties on him was not allowed with Jasper.
Just crossed over into the 13-volt mark, so
Okay.
the sun gets higher, it's getting better. I really need to get them other ones on somehow.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, once this one here goes in. I gotta look to see if the wall's going to support that one in there. I may have to add a piece of plywood, which we
That's
have.
what I was wondering. That's a pretty good size box there. I'd hate to see what it looks like.
Interesting decluttering strategy. It is. She Devil Adventures. Howdy, howdy. Never late, never late.
Yeah. We had some little, we got the little picture frames, like 5x7s and that, like of the kids. Now, I don't know how many of them he about broke, so I had to take them down. Had something else up there that was my mom's, and he about broke it. Had to take it down. And the end tables were just as bad too. Forget it. You couldn't have nothing. I mean, the remotes, he'd send the remotes flying. Okay. So, I mean, it would. What?
Got a popsicle update. They're still not frozen. Most of them are, but there's still a few in there that ain't frozen yet. They're taking their sweet time.
I guess so.
And I got that thing set at -4. Though, right now I got it set for 25. I went on the solar and I upped the temperature up a little bit so it doesn't have to work as hard.
Yeah.
But when I'm on a generator, I kick that thing down to -4, and of course it always takes a little bit for it to freeze anything because it's a bigger Epicool. Yes, that should help. Hopefully, did we say howdy to Ron? Ron Darrell Adventures. Howdy, howdy.
I said hi to him.
Rocky had the zoomies in the trailer this morning. Man, they get him in here, and this camper's like almost ready to roll over.
It looks like you got a herd of elephants in the rig from the outside, the way it sounds and watching it.
I think I may hang a blanket up between the kitchen and the
Steve said Lucas gets the zoomies, they gotta hold the wall or knock them over. Jasper hasn't done that in a really long time. Get the zoomies.
Yeah.
He did up by Belmont when I was playing with him.
He
Remember?
got him yesterday, as a matter of
Yeah.
last night. He got him while he was on cable. He stood. Tim and Crystal drove by. And he was outside. He went to the end of his cable and he sat down and he watched them until he could not see them anymore. And then he turned around and said, okay, let's go in.
Jeez. Yeah. Jasper, well, with me, we were playing up in the forest, remember? And we thought he was going to run into the tree because he can't stop, okay? That's a lot of weight to be stopping. And him and Moose had the zoomies together, and Lulu's just like watching them, like, what's the matter with you two?
But yeah, I kept calling him. I said, come on, Jasper, let's go in. And he would not move. As long as they were in his line of sight, and he waited till he couldn't see him anymore. Then he got up and come right to the door. Like, okay, let's go. I'm ready.
Well, another thing with Jasper, though, is Jasper is the guard dog. He has to make sure the perimeter is okay. If he doesn't get to make sure his area is okay, good luck getting him in. You know, because that's just the way he's been. He's been that way since he was, what, a couple years old, Roy? Sticks and bricks, he would walk the whole yard before pottying. He'd have to do a perimeter. Okay, it's okay. I can go back to him.
Still at night, every night.
It's just his nature. He's a very good guard dog. I hate to say it, but I'm going to be really sad when we lose him because he's been just such a good boy.
He's going to be a hard one to replace.
Yeah,
he will. He will be. He's going to be a hard one to replace.
He didn't require hardly any work. You know, he's just a chill dog. That's just in his nature. You know. I mean, really. I mean, walking outside in the yard. He doesn't have to have a collar. He don't have to have a leash on. Most of the time, he will stay right by me. All I gotta do is smack my leg and he'll come, won't he, Roy?
Yeah, you got to watch them melanisms. They're kind of contagious. They are contagious. You can tell when I've been watching the shorts for a while because then I start saying, "What's up with that?" About everything I'm looking at.
Yeah. But yeah. Ooh, it might be raining.
Not here. Let's see what we went up to by the end, because it's the end here. Let's see what we went up to. Current temperature in quartzite right now. Excessive heat warning. What's the temperature in quartzite? (103 degrees, 19% humidity. It's going down.
Wow. That's still hot. Well, and too, when it's hot like this, if you can get in the shade and get you those little like spray bottles and just mist yourself, you stay pretty cool too under the shade. We did that a while.
Yeah, each one of these dogs have their own personality.
Oh boy,
they're all going to be hard to replace for personality.
Jasper's always been the guard dog.
And the most laid back.
Moose
is just grumpy.
Now
Lulu's just demanding.
Yeah. Between the three, we've learned that if Lulu's barking, there's usually something wrong. Jasper will bark at anything he hears. Lulu, I don't know what it is, but it's like she picks up a scent or something. So if she's barking, you need to look, huh, Roy?
That might have been the one they did up in Colorado, Merton, because YouTube is starting to recommend ours and CR Views, about everybody's, their older videos. I was told about it a couple of days ago that they're starting to see our older videos now, and I'm kind of noticing that in the views on the content.
Yeah, and when I respond to comments, I'm sorry guys, I've been really slacking on keeping up. But yeah, I've had a couple where I've had to respond to something back in the older videos, and I have to really relook at the video. I'm not gonna lie.
Desert Adventures in Arizona is sharing their temperatures. They lost one and sent it over here. We went up one.
I see how that goes.
See,
But
29 getting sticky. Hey, it was sticky at that 20% yesterday. I felt the stickiness in it because you're so used to like 8, 5, 6.
yeah,
This reminds me of Walter. Yeah, he does.
he is. He's a grumpy dog.
Or that
But he
baby,
can be
that
so lovable too, though.
Stewie. Yeah, he can go from one extreme, be very lovable, because he likes to he hug you, but he doesn't hug with his paws. He hugs with his head.
Yeah, he puts his head
on you,
pushes on you,
and pushes really hard. That's him giving you a hug.
Yep.
And then he can go from that to wanting to bite your ankle off.
Yep. Each fur baby's been special to us. We have to admit that.
I've been leaving a pan of water out to get some moisture back in the wood. I noticed some of Honey's wood was starting to shrink up again. But the moisture in that pan of water has taken care of that. All you got to do is just set. You ain't got to turn heat on. Just set it out.
Yeah, it'll warm up in there.
It evaporate no time at all. 100 right now, 104
like
high.
rain,
We're going to get up to 111.
I guess. Hold on. I want to see if it's raining. That's what it sounds like.
It probably is. Because according to that radar, you were about to get hammered.
Well, if it did, it's quit already. Ain't nothing going on out that door. All right, I'm going to step down.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
Yep.
And,
everybody have a good day. I won't see you guys tomorrow. So.
No way.
I'll be with my sister.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'll be with her tomorrow.
He's at 67% right now.
Nope, I would not be outside at all. All right, everybody, have a good day. Talk to you guys.
Yeah. We've been an hour. I got some things I want to get done. And solar's doing really good. Really good. We're at 13.1 and climbing, so we'll run it until we can't today. But everybody have a great day. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being in. By now, I know where this is. Wow, what was that? Why'd I? Must have switched satellites, but my screen went black. And there's the internet signal. But alrighty, folks. I'm gonna wait till that signal goes away because I might be Max Hedrigen or whatever his name is. What's the deal here? Must be switching satellites. There we go. It's improving. The satellite must be getting closer now. But again, everybody, have a great day. Stay cool or warm, whatever you need to do. And we'll see you tomorrow. Later, all.
Real bad boy. I've got a ton of gravel in my shoe, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night, starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down